I've got a lot of things on my mind this week. A veritable potpourri, as they say, of ideas noodling around. What am I saying? A veritable potpourri. Nobody says a veritable potpourri except me just now. Strange turn of phrase. I've got a lot of things bouncing around inside my melon that I want to share with you today. So we're gonna change channels a lot and talk about a lot of different things. And where better to begin than the week that was? How was your week? My week was interesting. I was at a YouTube conference called Clamor. It was in Palm Springs, California. I kept saying Palm Springs, Arizona. I don't know why I think it's in Arizona. It's in California. But I was in Palm Springs for the first time ever. It's a hot place. It's very hot and very arid. But I was at a resort there in this YouTube conference. And to be fair, this conference all started to service the family vlogging community. Now, these are people who share their family life on YouTube, and they create video logs or vlogs, video blogs or vlogs about their family and interesting thing that's happening, and their kids open toys, and they have cute little outings and this kind of stuff. And it's a huge community. I had no idea that so many people were engaged in family vlogging. I don't watch family vlogs. Do you? I don't. So for the first time, Farley, what are you doing? Go on your thing. Why are you digging? There's nothing to dig. It's carpet. Go lay down on your bed. Yeah, there you go. Why does he dig on the carpet? He's never successfully gotten through and found anything under the carpet or buried anything in the carpet. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, family vlogging. Do you watch family vlogs? I don't. I haven't. So they're trying to expand this conference into involving a lot more content creators, and good on them for that. And I've got to see a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I'm engaged with. I sort of having all of these little YouTuber kids around. And the sponsors were people like Mattel and Disney, the sorts of people that you'd expect, giving away lots of stuff that the kids were all interested in. Having all these kids around, I thought I liked kids. But by the end of this conference, I was done. I was done with kids. Here was the worst part of it. They had a swimming pool there. I didn't go in the swimming pool, but they had to close the pool down 4 times over the course of 3 days. You know why? Yeah. So that was unfortunate.
No big deal.
Now, I don't go to Disneyland and things like that because I know crowds on a whole irritate me, but I think crowds just full of kids irritate me even more. It's not something I'm proud of. I like kids, I think, one-on-one. In groups, they're irritating as heck. And my wife, of course, is a teacher. I don't know how she does it. I really don't know how she does it. So that's the week that was. Now, I have made one big decision technically, and I love your feedback on this. I have decided, when I first saw the Apple's new iPad Pros about nearly a year ago now, I thought that is a really slick-looking device. It's a laptop replacement for a lot of people, the iPad Pro. And I've decided to take the plunge, but now I'm stuck. I have analysis paralysis. I can't decide whether I want the 11-inch version or the 12.9-inch version, which is massive. It is a huge screen, but I don't know which one. I'll tell you what I'm inclined to do is I'm inclined to go for the 11-inch version because I just think that's big. And it's quite a bit less expensive, but mainly I want something that I can travel with, that I can work on the road, do word processing, a little bit of audio editing, maybe some video editing, but probably not very much video editing. Definitely edit my podcasts when I'm on the road, do a lot of writing, and something that I will give presentations from. Typically speaking, I'll be taking this when I go on the road to give talks. So I'll want to be able to use it for that. So I'd love your feedback. If you have an iPad Pro, first of all, first question uno, are you happy that you went with the iPad Pro? Question duo, does it replace your notebook for you? Has it been a good notebook replacement? And tres is, I think I went multiple languages there, but that's okay. The third question is 11 or 12.9. What size? How big should I go? And answer me quickly because I think I'm getting it this week. I think I'm planning this week to get it, but I'm pretty excited about that. It should be an interesting conversion. Weird question for you. Total non sequitur. Weird question for you. I was cleaning up my contact list. When somebody is deceased, do you take them out of your contacts? Doesn't it seem awfully final when you pull somebody out? I feel strange. I feel a sense of finality when I actually have to take and delete a contact. Deleting a contact, it just feels strange. Do you? I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about that. And finally today I want to talk to you about something which is far more serious and far more, I think, long-term fascinating for us in the social space. That is, what in the world is happening with Facebook and their direction that they're going to be going. Now, I'm not talking about the immediate little problems that Facebook faces with all of the, just the news of the day with privacy issues and all that, but big time direction. I've been doing a lot of research into what's going on in Asia these days, especially with their service WeChat. Have you checked out WeChat? If you haven't, you should have a look, because when I wonder why Facebook and Google seem a little bit paranoid at times and seem really concerned, and what causes them nightmares as far as companies coming in and usurping their authority and their place in the space. When we see what's happening with WeChat, we really see what can happen. And here's for those of you that don't know, WeChat is a messaging service. It's basically Facebook Messenger on multiple levels of steroids. It does social sharing like Facebook, where you can share your posts, etc. And it does chat, conversation going back and forth of all sorts. You can do video chat, you can do audio chat, you can do text-based chat, you can incorporate all of the emojis and all of that kind of stuff. So it does those things. But it also has a very robust and very well supported payment engine within it. So if you want to send some money to a family member, you don't go through any of the banking apps that we use typically here in North America. You don't write a check. You just send them the money right within the messaging app. And that messaging app then also has the ability to do purchases. So you don't go to Amazon. You will buy something directly out of a WeChat and do the payment systems right over. Those payment systems are enormous as far as changing the whole perspective of what this tool of what WeChat can do. And as a result of that, people are marketing and selling. They're using it as a sales platform as well, and people are purchasing directly within it. So it brings together almost all of the things that we see in Instagram, all the things that we see in Facebook, much of what we see in LinkedIn, because it's got all the job postings and all of those sorts of things, and even some of what we see in an Amazon, all brought together. And I'm not sure that any one service in North America could ever do that, or in the Western world could ever do that, because antitrust would raise its head when we're doing so many things all combined in one. But we see the power with WeChat. I believe we see the power of social networking, of a social networking tool as large and as powerful as one of our Facebooks or LinkedIn, when it partners with, and I know they're not really partnered with, but they are partnered with, the government. When you have the weight of the government behind you and you're able to put these things in place and you're able to put all of the different pieces in place, when antitrust isn't an issue, oh my goodness, it is a behemoth. It's a beast that's moving forward. And I know when Mark Zuckerberg, has his darkest night where he's wondering what could happen to Facebook, who could usurp Facebook, when we see what is happening with the WeChat there, we recognize what it could become here and what happens as it starts to penetrate the North American marketplace. Many of us already have WeChat accounts because we travel to Asia and we want to be able to interact there. But what's to stop us from starting to use it more and more here? And for the first time, we might see an Asian social network start to penetrate North America or the Western world in Europe. And what impact could that have? Oh, it is profound food for thought. And I'm sure it's keeping the executives at Google and LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook awake at night. Look forward to your comments, feedback. Need your advice on the iPad Pro. I'm relying on you folks for that. Till next time, I'm Steve Dotto. Have fun storming a castle.